Missouri is recognized for 3 minutes.
Speaker, I'm confident that my 3 minutes will go quicker than my good friend's 1 minute just did. I don't hardly know how to respond to what I just heard on the floor from my good friend from Maryland. Whenever we had budget chairman in those years when we balanced the budget, apparently there's no credit given for that. Mr. Kasich did draft a budget that balanced. Certainly Mr. Nussel did. Certainly there was a president, and I agree with my friend when he said 9/11 did have an impact. 9/11 did have an impact. The defense cost after 9/11 had an impact. The cost after 9/11 of Homeland Security had an impact. The flat economy coming out of 2000 had an impact, and our tax policies had an impact. In fact, in 2005, the largest increase in revenue in the history of the federal government, 14.5%, 2005, because our tax policies worked and produced more than a shallow recovery. Permanent taxes, we'd like to see permanent taxes, but as my good friend and others know, unless you have 60 people on the other side of the building in the 100-member Senate, you can't have permanent taxes. We've extended these taxes in a way that's extended our economy, extended our growth, increased our global competition in the marketplace. Mr. Ryan's alternative continues to do those things. And the overall budget that we're talking about today, as the underlying budget, doesn't do that. Our friends on the other side, in fact, my very good friend from Maryland just said that they aren't increasing taxes, they're just letting current tax policies expire. When you make the same income and your taxes go up, that explanation rings pretty hollow. Your taxes increase as this budget anticipates they would. And then they say that many of these tax increases don't occur until the third year of this budget, so you're not going to see an immediate tax increase, but of course you're going to see an immediate increase in the spending of the money that those new tax revenues provide. Those tax increases do happen to start for some of American families as early as the 1st of January next year. Take, for example, the line in the tax code allowing many of our nation's veterans and warfighters to collect the Earned Income Tax Credit. This budget anticipates that when that expires on December 31st, 2007, it does not come back as part of the tax code, and the money that's produced by that tax increase is part of what this budget spends. The majority's budget renews the death tax. The majority's budget renews the marriage penalty that we've eliminated, and 48 million couples in 2011 would pay $2,900 more every year in Washington taxes than they did the year before. For that and many other reasons, Mr. Speaker, I urge that we stick with the policies that have grown our economy, that let us compete, that appreciate families, and support this alternative. I yield.